Welcome to the dark gallery of the human mind, a place where words aren't just communication, they are surgical instruments. Before we begin, I have a question for you. Do you actually trust your own choices, or have you just been meticulously trained to make them? If you feel a sudden defensiveness or a wave of curiosity, congratulations! You've just been hooked. In the next 3 hours, we are going to deconstruct the invisible threads that move people like puppets. This isn't just a lesson in observation, it is a masterclass in human transformation. By the end of this journey, you won't just see behavior, you will understand the architecture of influence. We are moving beyond the surface of true crime into the deep, educational mechanics of psychological analysis. The foundation of influence, emotional blackmail. At the core of many toxic dynamics lies emotional blackmail. From an educational psychology perspective, this is the exploitation of the FOG acronym, fear, obligation, and guilt. To use this effectively, or to identify when it's being used on you, one must identify the target's deepest insecurity. It operates on a if/then logic. If you loved me, you would do this. It transforms a relationship into a hostage situation where the ransom is the victim's peace of mind. Deeply, this works because humans are biologically wired for social cohesion. The threat of being the bad guy triggers a stress response that overrides logical reasoning. To master the awareness of this, you must recognize that the blackmailer isn't asking for a favor. They are demanding a sacrifice to prove your worth. The art of the fake compliment and future faking. Manipulation often wears a smile. Fake compliments are the Trojan horses of social interaction. Strategically, these aren't about making someone feel good, they are about lowering their defenses. By praising a specific trait, even one the person doesn't truly possess, the manipulator creates a golden cage. The target then works tirelessly to maintain that false image, effectively becoming a slave to the manipulator's praise. This often transitions into future faking. This involves painting a vivid, cinematic version of a future that will never happen to gain compliance in the present. In a high CPM educational context, this is a study of delayed gratification and dopamine exploitation. You aren't selling a product. You are selling a dream that acts as a leash, keeping the target invested in a someday that keeps moving further away. Defensive architecture, blame shifting, and triangulation. When things go wrong, the master manipulator employs blame shifting. This isn't just lying, it's a sophisticated psychological redirection where the victim ends up apologizing for the manipulator's mistake. It's a form of cognitive dissonance induction. By the time the conversation ends, the reality has been so warped that the original issue is forgotten. Following this is triangulation, bringing a third party into the dynamic to create a sense of competition or validation seeking. By saying everyone else thinks you're overreacting, the manipulator uses the perceived social consensus to isolate the victim. This is a powerful tool in human behavior because it triggers the primal fear of being cast out from the tribe. The path to human transformation, true self-growth and mental improvement come from recognizing these patterns, not just in others, but in the mirrors of our own lives. To transform, you must shift from a reactive state to an observational one. Educational psychology teaches us that once you name the trick, the magic disappears. When you see triangulation, you don't get jealous, you see the setup. When you hear a fake compliment, you look for the hidden ask. This is the highest form of self-protection, becoming unshakable because you understand the script everyone else is following. You move from being a character in the play to being the director of your own psychological boundaries. You came here looking for the keys to the kingdom of influence, and now you have them. But remember, a key can either lock a door or open a cage. The most dangerous person in the room isn't the one who knows how to manipulate, it's the one who knows exactly how it's done and chooses to be the master of their own mind instead. You are now armed with the awareness to protect your peace and the insight to see through the fog. The question is, now that you can see the strings, will you still let them pull you? Your transformation doesn't start tomorrow. It started the moment you realized the game was being played. Stay sharp, stay aware, and never let someone else hold the pen to your story.